Hey everybody, I thought I'd take a minute just to share a couple oldies but goodies. And when I say oldies, I mean, 5 or 6 years old, and the other one is about 3 or 4 years old. But they are related, and I think they have wonderful theme, great family presence, and light strategy that's perfect for starting the game night, ending the game night, or filling in between two pretty heavier games. So it is from 2015, Kodama, the Tree Spirits, and Kokoro, Avenue of the Kodama. These games are from the same story world, but the theme and the artwork is just light and playful and adorable. Really, it's about the strategy in the game because for the most part they're kind of abstractish. And I say it as good theme, but it's abstract. The gameplay itself doesn't necessitate you using the cards in any other way than the best way to get victory points. And so that's why I say just a little bit abstractish. So I want to start with the older game and the one that kind of clued me into Kodama. That is the Tree Spirits. So in this game, players have a tree trunk, and during their growing phase, they are going to select a card from the public display to add to their tree and branch out from that tree, building this beautiful tree that has all sorts of attachments and bugs and flowers and mushrooms and really cool things growing on it, because after a player plays 4 of those cards in turn onto their tree, they're going to play one of their 4 scoring cards down to count their tree. And every player is going to have a different scoring card that they get to play that particular season. That's awesome! So you get to pick from all these really cool cards, and then you get to score based on what you want to score for that particular season out of the cards that you have in your hands for those scoring cards. Another thing that's really cool about each season is that there are decree cards that kind of set the stage for what you can and can't do for that particular season. It kind of gives different rules. It breaks some rules or adds some rules, limits things in a really, really creative way. So players will do 3 rounds or 3 seasons of playing those 4 tree branch cards, scoring, and of course abiding by the decree for that particular season. It's just lovely. It's great, it's light, it's beautiful, and again, I like that flexibility of every player getting a chance to play their own scoring Kodama card so that every player's doing something that is wholly unique to their personal player area. Now, moving on to the more recent game is Kokoro, Avenue of the Kodama. Now, this did come out in 2017, but I just got it. And so for me, it's really new and exciting and fresh, and I love how it fits in with that story world of Kodama the Tree Spirits. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to share this video with you and to kind of get you excited about a couple older games, so not brand new releases, but games that are really fun and light and wholly replayable, shareable with the entire family. I like this style of game. So in Kokoro, you are actually flipping cards and drawing on a dry erase board. And this is kind of part of that roll and write, flip and write era that we are in right now. And it works so well. So in this game, you've got 2 different sides of a player board. So on one side of the board, you have the more advanced side, which is the variable aspect to this game, and you get to place the Guardian or Guardians in 2 different locations. And so if you play with the base side, which I recommend for your first several plays just to get a feel for the game and how it works and about, how much time it takes to do the things you want to do. Now, on your second and third and fourth plays, I would start incorporating the decree cards. Those give a bonus victory points for doing certain things in the game that you are aware of from the start. And so you kind of know, you can plan for it, you can get those points or not, it doesn't hurt your score, but it also adds just more strategy. So again, in this game, you're flipping over a card and it's a 1 to 6 with a different shape on it, and you draw in your grid anywhere you want. The line, you can do a vertical line, horizontal line, and then any of the corners. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to connect these locations. You're trying to connect your guardians with flowers or with worms. And you're also connecting to sanctuaries. Now, sanctuaries don't score unless it's that particular scoring round for that sanctuary. So in the very first round, you flip over a card and it says Sanctuary F. And then you have to try to connect as many flowers and worms to Sanctuary F. And then the next round, after you have flipped over 4 gold cards. Now, the gold cards are pretty obviously different from just the regular white and kind of beige cards. But that's the round, is when you flip 4 of those gold colored cards over, then you score that particular sanctuary. Then you put all that stuff aside and you flip over the next card for the next round. Which sanctuary do we need to connect to this time? And your scores have to ascend. They have to get bigger. If your score for a sanctuary does not exceed the previous sanctuary scoring, you get a 0. And zeros are -5 points at the end of the game. Now, the next time you score, hopefully you get more than 0, which is good, but you want to create one continuous line going through all your sanctuaries, scoring them. The problem is you don't know when the sanctuaries are going to score. This game is fun. It's replayable. There's a little bit of luck, but there's a whole lot of strategy in it. I want to play this again and again, and I'm kind of excited about this because it's new, but I like it. I think both Kodama and Kokoro are games that you should consider incorporating into your games library to share with your friends and family. And don't be shy, let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about these games? Have you played them? And do they look exciting and enticing enough to join your games library? I'll see you next time.